Welcome to Academy of Tone 197. Tonight we have a special guest, Sean Athens again.
Once again.
Once again, yeah.
Thanks.
This is your week because this week is your CD release.
Yeah, my first CDs comes out on Friday.
On Friday, yeah. And I will join the concerts.
Yeah. On Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, which are in what was the place?
On Friday in Mülheim an der Ruhr.
Mülheim an der Ruhr. Okay, this is the famous Ruhrgebiet in Germany.
Yeah, right.
Where they have a lot of currywurst and pommes schranke, the traditional.
That's my food. Yes.
Okay, Mülheim an der Ruhr.
Yes, right. And on Saturday in Hohenlimburg.
Hohenlimburg.
Yeah.
Was this the place where we shot the video?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so as you could see, we've done a video of the single. Is this like the first single or
the third single?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Third.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was on vacation.
No problem.
Okay. So this is what's happening this week. I want to talk a little bit about other things before we dive into all this stuff. Our dear friend Lucas Fowler from the States has also released a new single, I would say, with his band Intertwined, Behind the Mask. Let's check out this little video because it's very cool. Yeah, if you want to see that video again, check out Lucas Fowler on YouTube, on Lucas's channel. So guys, I have had a beautiful vacation. That's something that I enjoy in the German winter. I usually escape somewhere warm, and this time I was in Sri Lanka. It's quite a trip. It takes a very long flight or two flights. On the one way I had a no stopover, and the other one was with a stopover. But anyway, it's good to have a vacation for several things. One is decompressing and relaxing. But for me, when I have nothing to do and no telephone calls and nobody that I need to talk to, my output is kind of restored in a way. And I was on the beach with my notebook and I thought of tons of things, just reflecting. You know, when you look at the sea, beautiful, and the blue sky, blue sea, it's warm, chilly drink. And then, you know, if you don't do anything for half an hour, it does something with me. If you don't have to think about anything, if you don't need to do anything, my inner voice starts to talk to me and tells me what to do, what's very important. It's like, and I have written a lot about details on the MX, things that I was thinking about, how it should work and what's important and stuff like that. But I have a few little interesting clips for people that have never been to this kind of country. I have
some insights.
Some insights and some funny stories.
Cool.
Well, maybe what's very famous over there is the tuk-tuk. The tuk-tuk is this kind of Italian old school 3 wheels drive thing, which is kind of a taxi. So you walk by the street and every tuk-tuk driver stops and asks, "You want to have a ride?" And you say, "No, no, no." Or you go, "Okay." And it's very cheap, basically. And then you tell them where to go and it's fun. So maybe we can watch that little tuk-tuk clip that I took. Tuk-tuk. That I took. With a tuk-tuk. Okay, the next thing about traffic in India or in Sri Lanka is I would say the rule of the strongest. And the strongest are lorries and bus drivers. Yeah. So simply stay away from them because there's 3 cars, only on a 2-lane street there's like 3 cars going wherever there's a space. And if we are a pedestrian coming too close, it's dangerous.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Talking about pedestrians, sometimes I was walking from the apartment to the beach, and in the morning we had a little fellow crossing the street, which was an alligator. And then and a little snake here and there, and
venomous snakes or
yeah. But I was talking to the guys. And they said, snake is not a problem because you go to a hospital and
they can help you there.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw big spiders, but they are totally harmless. They just look like impressive, but it's nothing. And there's some...
How big?
Hand.
Oh, that's not my thing. I hate it.
And totally.
I hate spiders. That's not my thing.
Okay, me too. But I tell you, it's like this is what you have to get used to. And there was like monkeys checking you out, but most animals are like checking and they disappear. They don't want to get in trouble, and they're not aggressive. By the way, and then there was a nice peacock, which was kind of living close to the beach, and so I saw that big bird, beautiful bird, like almost every second day. So sometimes hiding and sometimes sitting, and I took a little video on when it was like there and showing the tail.
Hello.
Yeah, so this was the wildlife that you get there. And then, we had some Airbnb, private housing, very nice guy, very friendly, Mahesh, his name.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, once they know your name, they all look in the internet. And they say, the second day, he already told me, okay, I was checking out this video clip.
I know everything about you.
Yeah, genau. He checked out the music and guitar player. Yeah. And then he saw me with my travel guitar, which this time was actually this guitar, yeah.
I give it to you.
Yeah. So, and here's the lesson about this guitar. This was the guitar that was sitting here in my compartment where I have a few guitars that I usually don't play. I used that guitar on an Academy of Tone to show the difference when I was tweaking guitars, and this one was the example for having a different tremolo installed. And I took off the original Tokai, this is a Tokai, and I put on this Wilkinson vintage tremolo, which is also on the BluGuitars. And here is something that I learned. I took the guitar with me, and I usually think it's not my guitar. What happened is, after the second day, I thought, oh, this guitar is actually quite good. And, let's plug in. And the funny thing is, the more I played that guitar, the more I started to like it.
Yeah.
And it... No? So, and
the sound comes out of your fingers, so that's
but
one point, I think.
Since I played that guitar now for a couple of days,
I can get used to it.
I get used to it, and I sound better with the guitar, and then the guitar sounds better, and this is kind of a feedback that happened with me and the guitar, and now it's like, oh, this guitar is actually... I took that guitar because I thought this is like one of the least best guitars in my collection, and now I think maybe not, maybe it's too good.
At home I have a Revstar Yamaha, and I don't play it that much, but when I take it and I play it for about an hour, I get very used to it, and I think, wow, this sounds good, but then I take my other ones and think, oh, okay.
There was a difference.
But it's actually a good guitar, very good guitar.
Yeah.
But a thinner neck and
It's the same here. This neck is a V-shaped neck because of the maple neck, and I'm not used to that. But once you get used,
you shaped it. It looks like.
Yeah, it's a bit. But it was like that already. I just took a little bit off the lacquer because it was like not enough vintage for me. But the lesson that I learned is, once a guitar has a certain quality, the more you play it, the more you discover the quality, and the more you adapt to it, the better you make it sound, and the better you make it sound, the more you like it. And so my lesson is, even if you don't have an original whatever 1956 Enrico guitar, can do the trick once you start to like it.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's my lesson of that. And the same thing happened to my pick. I had a new pick that I took from my new pick pile, and I'm usually using the most worn out with no edges anymore, and I can play with those. And then on the vacation, I thought, I have to start with a fresh pick and break that in. And what happened is, after a few days, the first day I thought, oh, it sucks. But once I got used to that, it's like, maybe it's not that bad. It plays like easy and cool.
Yeah, okay.
Because I got used to it.
Yeah.
So that was my mental lesson from the vacation. Okay. And that guitar I took with me as the travel guitar, and it did the thing that I always do. I put the neck off, and this is in my bag. So this was actually what I was traveling with. That guitar in that bag, and the rest was a little underwear and a few items. I don't need much when I go on vacation. 3 T-shirts, and
That's enough?
That's enough for 2 weeks. Because there is actually, I think I only used half of what I even brought, and that was not much. So the T-shirts are more important to put between the neck and the body so they don't scratch, and that's all. And this is a carry-on item. So, this is, I take this on the plane, done. So no long queuing for waiting and stuff like that. And with the same bag, I can even have Amp 1 or Amp X and travel with 2 of those and the guitar.
All over the world.
All over the world.
Yeah.
So that's how to do the travel thing. Anyway. So if you wonder why the last live stream was pre-recorded, this was because I was on vacation. And the one before that live stream was with Valeska and Manicevo, and they took my first. So 2 weeks vacation, 2 live streams, not present, but present. Good. Let's go back to our thing. This somebody has a comment here. Japanese struts are very good. Love my '82 Fender GV series strut. Well, I think '82. It was a Squire.
Yes.
Thomas Curting. I had one of those too. They were really good guitars.
Yeah.
And the Tokais were probably more famous for doing the Les Pauls. I think they were called Love Pauls or something.
Love Rock.
Love Rock.
Love Rock. Tokai Love Rock and Tokai Reborn. These are the 2.
The experts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but good guitars.
Very good guitars. A friend of mine plays Reborn, and he paid about 1,500 euros for it.
Yeah.
And it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It plays amazing. Very good. Super guitar.
Yeah.
Not that much better as my 57 custom shop reissue. Not that much better. You feel it. The custom shop from my Gibson is, it has a big neck, and I'm very comfortable with it. But the Tokai guitars are very good guitars for the money.
Yeah.
Or for the price.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got this one as a ST100 or 1000.
Yeah.
So this seems to be a special series, blah blah blah. But anyway, it's okay. I'm just rediscovering.
But it's an old one. Or
this is also a 80s, 90s
yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
from the good old days. Then I think Tokai, they also changed the manufacturing. They
still sell or they still build the Love Rock models, Les Paul models, Strat models, Telecaster models.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
but I don't know
if the new ones are as good as the old ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
I only know that the old ones were really good.
Yeah,
I don't know about the new ones. Okay, any other questions here? Der V ist schlau und verkriecht sich in seinem Bau. Okay, this was a comment about a peacock.
Is the Tokai brighter? Yes.
Yeah.
The sound is...
Yeah, I mean this guitar...
Very spanky.
Yeah, but I like it. And let's compare it to my 61, which is...
A little bit warmer.
A little bit warmer. And just for fun, I show you another guitar, which I love for the blue color, because it's the blue guitar and it's blue. And it's kind of in between the two, right?
Yeah.
You know that trick? Yeah.
I didn't knew that trick. No,
Okay.
Not yet,
Is
but-
this floating or it?
Yeah, tiny little bit.
Yeah, but you can get. This only works with a whammy bar.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah,
and the trick is you play a note, and then you use the big E string and pull that.
That-
The thing, the thing about this thing, it is a little more subtle. If you have the whammy bar, there is a lot of action you can do with it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
with,
that's
with,
right.
with just pulling the string, it's just a very smooth.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Guitars and jamming is always king, and this is what we will actually do on your release party concerts.
Yes, right.
There will be some jams. Anyway, what's going on in the... Siggy Schwarz usually plays the Tokai Les Paul. Yeah, Siggy Schwarz from Heidenheim in Germany. There's a lot of Tokai discussions going on here. Once did an aluminium guitar, I think. Don't know who, but a very well-known guitarist played it. Okay, maybe somebody knows. I don't know the guy.
Aluminium guitar.
Love my Squire. Okay, Thomas, no pressure, so to speak. I'm still waiting for the MX. Yeah, well, who's not? I tell you, I spent many hours on the vacation thinking about it, and that was very helpful because my days usually are so busy that I don't have the time to really think stuff to the end. And having 2 hours just for one thought, for like, how can I deal with expression pedals? It's like, oh, and maybe this, and maybe that, and maybe this, or maybe that's better, and maybe when I do this, what is the consequence here? It's beautiful to have time. For me, it's great.
Yes.
So it's very. Even though I was on vacation, I was very productive. I see a real tone amp. A/B comparison possible? Sure, let's do it.
That's my one.
Yeah,
My real tone.
So this is your real tone. What's the story about your real tone?
It started as an Henrik Freischlader signature amp.
Okay.
That was the basis.
Okay, Henrik Freischlader, for the guys who don't know him, very good German
blues guitar
player.
Yeah.
So he's also original from the Ruhrgebiet. Does he still live there?
From Wuppertal, yeah.
Wuppertal.
Yeah. I think he still lives there.
Yeah. And Henrik is when Bonamassa plays in Germany. Sometimes Henrik appears because
they know each other.
They know each other
for years now.
Yeah. And they all go back for the early days when Bonamassa sold tickets for 17 euros. I play some of the clubs that Bonamassa used to play back in the days, and I still see the old posters.
I saw Bonamassa in one of these clubs.
Yeah.
In Dortmund, FZW.
Yeah.
In front of 200 people, 250 people.
This is how you started, no?
16 euros.
Yeah,
was the ticket price.
And I met Bonamassa once, and I told him a few venues, and he the Black Eagle.
He's a very cool guy. Very cool guy.
Was easy.
Yeah. That's one of my heroes.
So anyway, the real tone.
Yes,
the real tone.
So it started his life as an Henrik Freischlader signature, and the Henrik signature amp based on an 8030 top boost.
Okay.
Cranked top boost amp, and it was a
good amp.
It was a good amp, but not that much my sound. So I asked Andreas, okay, I would like to play your amp, but I need something more in the preamp stage, and he put in a middle knob. Originally there was no middle knob.
Yeah, because the top boost has only bass.
Yes,
and
right.
treble.
And he put in a second gain stage, so you can pull this here.
And then you have a boost.
Then you have a. And then you have high gain.
Yeah.
Yes, and he did it.
Nice.
But the power amp stage was the same as the Henrik Freischlader signature model, but we changed it last year. So now the preamp is Marshally, and the power amp also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back
Now
for
it's
the
like 40
40
watts.
watt
Yeah, Marshall
plexi
yes.
style
Hot rod, Marshall
So-
plexi.
So this is the real tone.
Yes.
You know, understand? And that's the amp 1. that's the amp one.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So there is a tiny little difference, but I think the amp one does a similar thing. You know.
What cool is, now you have on the clean channel with a boost, and it sounds like a Marshall.
Yeah, but what I was using is.
But the clean is based on a Fender Super Reverb, or
Well, the clean is based on a Fender Super Reverb and a Fender Bassman too.
Bassman, okay.
So, but
Yeah.
hey, in the end, this all goes, you know, those amp names, and this is sounds more dramatic than it really is.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
in the end, what I think makes the most effect to come close to this behavior of the amp is to match the output volume. Because when I play the real tone, there's a certain frequency response you get when you play it clean, but the magic happens when you dig in. There's the tone.
The saturation.
Yeah,
begins,
and
yeah.
it's at the moment we don't have much preamp high gain because we are just using that non-boosted stage but all the way cranked. So what we are doing is we push a high level from the preamp that is not too much overdriven into the power amp stage. So there is a lot of dynamic in the preamp stage. This is why I choose the clean channel. And then I kind of smash all the energy towards the power amp stage wall. And therefore I was using the one control to limit the power to an equal level, to an equal limit, so that the amp one also saturates at a similar breakup point.
Yeah.
So, and then the rest is a little bit EQing, which is not totally identical, but it's similar. But once the power amp is at the same breakup point, it is you get the feel for the amp. There's still a difference. I think I'm a little bit too. This is amp one.
Brighter, I think.
The amp one is a little bit brighter. Yeah.
The amp one.
Yeah.
I think the real tone is.
No.
No.
Check.
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
I try not to cheat, so I do the same movement. So amp one has a little bit more sparkle. I could move this by reducing this here, which is the clean tone. They both do a similar thing now.
Yeah.
And
It sounds very similar.
Yeah. So for me, that's one way of doing it. And my message here is the settings that I'm using here on the amp one is nothing super special. It's bass on 3, so it's a little bit less bass than I would usually dial in. And the middle is a bit more, which is on 6.5, and the treble also. And this is, you have a bit more middle here too,
Yes.
and the treble is in the middle. But hey, this is, every amp is slightly different.
But it frightens me. You can get every sound with this amp.
It's
Direction.
direction.
I think. Yeah, but it's so versatile. Yeah.
I have another idea. Wait a minute. I take another Mercury and I will try. Yeah. Okay. Can you pass me another patch cable from there? Just one of those.
Here?
Yeah,
Ah, here. Okay.
Just the patch cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plugged in. Okay, this is. Wait a minute, I have to get back here. This was in the preset mode. Okay. Just for fun, let me do another attempt.
Okay.
Using the vintage channel and trying to get close with another channel. So there's the foot switch socket, and I will plug in a one control which goes into here. Hello, baby. So what will I do? First I start with everything on full, which is kind of original. So second is I have to switch on this amp one. Okay, no reverb. So, and I wanted to have the vintage channel, no boost. So, and now of course I have to learn how that sounds, the real tone. Okay, too much gain. So I reduce the gain with the one. Too much bass. Real tone. Let's check the high end. I have actually done nothing and it's already there. It's like put everything on 5, the middle and the treble.
It's like a profile.
Yeah.
My real tone profile in the amp.
Yeah.
One. Okay.
Yeah. And to get to this sound.
Yeah, that's a...
Yeah. Okay. And so this was, by the way, was that sound now from the vintage channel. I want to do an A/B comparison between my two amps. The vintage channel versus the clean channel.
Okay.
Okay.
From the vintage channel here, out of the clean channel with the boost.
Yeah. So what I have done, I try to mimic the sound of the real tone on this amp one with the clean channel, which is this.
Okay.
Or with the vintage channel. So, and now we play the real tone.
This
one?
more a little.
Yeah. That's this amp one on the vintage channel. This is this amp one on the clean channel. That's the real tone.
It's very, very close together.
Yeah. And for me, what I've tried to tell with this experiment is they are all not 100% identical, but they're all in the same direction using different circuitries. And somebody is making noise. It's the real tone. Psst. Yeah, shut up. No, the thing is, there's certain ways, and this is what I sometimes use when people want to have a multi-channel amp that they want to replace with an amp one, and then it's like, I can do this sound on this channel and this channel. What other sounds does this guy want? And how can we maybe get all the sounds with just one amp one? You know, like some of the Marshall GB410 we had here. And then I on the first attempt, I get 3 sounds, and the 4th sound was not possible. So I started all over from scratch, and then I found the solution. Okay, that's the message here. Like there's many options to get somewhere. Yeah. Okay, this was the question about the real tone, which I actually had intended also to show you guys. Philip says, good tip. What's going on with Philip says? We talked about this. Let's.
Philip says.
So Bonamassa.
Very good guitar player.
I do like Philip. Yeah. I mean, he's always on fire. I mean, I'm not the biggest expert, but I of course.
I listen to him a very long time. Yes. Yeah.
I have. Is there any particular record that you say this is the one you have to get, or are they all?
My favorite record is Steamroller.
Steamroller
is the name. Yeah, it's from I think 2011 or 2012. Yes. Very psychedelic, but very cool songwriter, very cool songs on it, and the first album is also good. The first is called Peace Machine.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I just
I have every record at home from him.
Yeah,
and still on vinyl, also on vinyl, not only on CD. Yes, and he's a very cool player, but he don't play in Germany that much. But this year he comes to Germany. He plays a few venues, also Musiktheater Piano in Dortmund.
In Dortmund,
yes,
piano.
And I will go there.
Yeah,
too.
I played there with my Hendrix band.
Yeah.
And then I tried to we booked another day the year after, and the guy who did the venue kicked us out because he got a band that was kind of getting more people, and he didn't. Yeah, this was not nice.
Oh,
Thomas is his name.
yeah,
but I have
know
to,
his name.
Yeah, okay, I have to talk a serious word with him. I will play there again, I'm sure, but it's like.
I contacted him, but never get an answer until.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
But
yeah.
Okay.
These are the things that can happen. I see a question here. Markus Schweinstetter. Who was the soccer player? Schweinsteiger. Okay. Bastian Schweini. Can I use MIDI 1 or MIDI and control 1 at the same time using Y cable? No, you can't. Because amp 1 only likes one control or only one piece of gear connected. So you can't do both at the same time. It's either this or the other thing. Period. That was the answer to the question. Now we are talking people playing clubs. Scott Henderson, is a fusion guy.
Yes.
You know him?
Yeah,
not so well.
Not so well. No.
He's crazy. He's good. He's good. He's kind of Mike Landau.
Yeah.
But different.
Is he also a session player, American session player, like Landau?
Not as much as session. As a pop guy that was on so many records. I think he was more into his own thing, but I'm not the expert here. Okay. One thing back to the ringtone is I love to have amps here because they always inspire me to do things that I usually wouldn't come up with, because it's like, this is your amp, this is your setting, I don't know nothing about it, you plug it in, and then
then you look
at it
how to get the sound,
and then you play a sound and you think, oh, that's a great sound. Why didn't I?
That's my new profiler. Yeah. I say it. It's so cool to see how you get all these different tones out of it.
There are
but you have the ear for it.
Yeah, of course.
You know exactly what
if you would give me a Marshall, whatever, JV410 with all the options, I could do similar things.
Okay.
So I'm not saying the amp one is better. It's just I know the amp, and it has the same quality like the tube amps, and then the rest is like so little nuances. Sometimes they do matter.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like after 2 seconds you don't care anymore. But it's like I totally accept when somebody goes and says, no, for me this is so important and this is not here, or it sometimes can also be the other way around. We have customers that discover that the amp one is even doing things smarter or for them nicer than their amps that they use. But this is all in the like last percent of, this particular amp is my hero. And this is totally fine because
for me, the size is one of the
key factors.
Because that's my pedalboard. I don't have to carry a cabinet with me.
Yeah.
When I play in ear or something like that, I only
this is you.
No.
Wait a minute.
Oh yo. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
No.
No.
Wait a minute.
I go on flight modus. No. That's me.
Yeah, I'm wondering where does this. Ah.
When I turn.
Yeah, when
down
you
the
turn.
volume.
Yeah, this is all the way. This is a ground thing.
Oh.
Hey, try. Just plug them in my guitar.
Yeah.
And see.
I take a note. Come on.
Of course.
Take this one.
Let's see.
This is in 1962?
64.
64. Perfect in tune. I will tune it first.
Okay, any more question? Today in Stuttgart, what's going on? How long may the loudspeaker cable from Mercury to and Iridium to the cabinet because of latency? Christian Neumann has a question. How long may be the loudspeaker cable from Mercury and Iridium to the cabinet because of latency? I did a very interesting German episode with Bernd Kills on latency.
Yeah.
Maybe you have seen it.
I saw it.
Just you find it on Bernd Kills channel, and I posted it on my Facebook too. And that was a total interesting accident. So I came to his place last December, or when we didn't think, and then we were talking about something completely different. And then I did my setup with the amp1 and the blue box, and then I plugged in, and he said, "Oh, that sounds good," blah blah blah. And then I said, and I could see he had tube amps and he had modeling amps. And then I said, I'm not so convinced about some of the modeling stuff because of the latency. And then he started the latency discussion. Yeah, this is so important. And then said, I measure latency with all the stuff that comes along to see how some of the units are designed. And then I showed him how to do it on his recording software. And then he went totally nuts and said, okay, now we measure everything here in the room. We measured the blue box, which was the lowest latency of every unit in his 0.5 milliseconds, half a millisecond. Other devices were like 2 milliseconds and 5 milliseconds and so on and so on. And now the latency discussion and the question in the chat here is, the speaker cable length doesn't produce latency because the speed of the electrons traveling in the lead in the cable is so fast, forget it. So the latency is 0 or close to 0. But the speed of sound from the speaker membrane to your ears, 30 centimeters is, I think, a millisecond or something like that, if I'm correct. Watch that video because he knew you speed of sound. You can Google that and you will find out how long 31 meter, I think 30 centimeters is a third of a meter is 1 millisecond, if I'm correct. Maybe not. And so when you have a long speaker cable, this is the question here: how long can the speaker cable be to have latencies? The speaker cable can be very long, way too long, 100 meters, and you will still have no latency. But when you put the cabinet even 10 meters away, you will have so much latency that, you put your cabinet here, go on the other side of the stage, and you already feel kind of dizzy. It's like, there is the latency. Because the speed of sound is so slow, but the speed of electricity is very fast. So you can have long cables, but not a long distance for the ears to the speaker. That's the critical point. Okay, we have a lot of questions here. I replaced my JVM 410 with Captain Mod using the amp1 and I'm happy as hell. That's the same guy. No, I was... it's Markus Schweinsteiger. Chris Buck is a great player also, yes. And Chris Buck played on this...
Yes. This technique, he makes a full band.
Yeah.
Release it and then...
With my...
This slide. Yes. plays with his fingers a lot of times.
There's, by the way, there is a whole generation of doing.
Yes,
There's a slide thing.
It's I think the most well-known player is Derek Trucks.
Yeah.
He does it with the
slide.
With the slide, yes. Yeah. I think Derek Trucks is an inspiration for Chris Buck also for his playing.
Yeah.
Because he plays like he would play slide, or he plays like an old soul singer.
Yeah, very good phrasing. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the phrasing is
good tone. Yeah, and the thing about Chris Buck, I remember when I did the jam at the Guitar Summit. When I did the jam at the Guitar Summit, he wasn't known back in the days. He was kind of the new thing, and I didn't know him. And and somebody told me, yeah, there's Chris Buck. He should play. And then I simply said, okay, come on stage. Here's my guitar, play. And then, he was fine. Years later, I think this was in 2000. Was it 19 or 20? We actually played a song, and we played Strawberry Fields by the Beatles. And then at the intro, we have this kind of, and this was kind of his thing. I choose that song for him because he's British, he knows the Beatles, and he knows how to play Mixolydian with all the things. It was great.
Yeah, cool, very cool.
So this was the story about him. He saw the video. What, Sean, opinion about the modern blues rock?
Several good young blues guitar players, but what about the audience? Yeah. The audience?
Still oldies, or do you have younger audience here and there?
Here and there, yes. But it's the most young people from today don't hear blues anymore. No.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Maybe they have a playlist and a blues song maybe
somewhere
find its way in there, but they don't know blues that much today.
Unfortunately,
it's.
I mean,
it's a dying breed, I think. But maybe it comes in a few years that
I think
also young people listen to blues.
I think it's always a fashion and trend thing.
Because yes, and you have the blues in the radio. When a few years ago there was a Rag and Bone Man. There's Oh, I have this here. Yeah. Maybe I'm fool. Maybe I'm blind. It's Human.
Yeah.
That's a blues song.
Yeah.
Or blues-based song. Yeah, and it's on the radio. So.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
And then other did this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And copied it, but so the blues is still in the radio, but
kind of not so wide.
It must have have to have a modern touch, I think.
Yeah. The beats,
and that's also my thing.
Yeah. The beats with this song, I remember now. They were kind of, the beat was modern, you know. And then and the voice
very
was
strong. Yes, right.
And the voice was bluesy.
Right.
And the phrasing was bluesy. Yeah.
And that's also my thing. I don't like. I like old blues. I like this.
What key are you in? C. another Blues and C. What was the question? We lost.
Yes, so my opinion for modern blues rock. So I like this old blues and these 3 chord progressions. Everything is fine, but when I do songwriting, I try to look over the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and try some other things.
At least, and
I have on my record there are two blues ballads, I think, two 6/8 blues ballads. One is very Gary Moore inspired, and I thought about, well, I need a blues ballad, but I don't want to play this kind, and I started with this here. Chord progressions, a little bit like Stairway to Heaven is also this kind of, and so it's a blues ballad, but not typical blues ballad. And the next song is one song. It's called "I Never Wanted to Hurt You," and this also is 6/8. Yeah. And then a little bit more. Like the old soul songs. Yeah. So I think that's my opinion for the blues, to play the blues, but not to sound that much like the traditional blues. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and Chris Buck does it also. All these modern guitar players. I think Joe Bonamassa is one of my heroes. Because my story with Joe goes way back in time. I think it was 2005 or 2006, and we visited, my father and we drove to a concert in Dortmund, and the show was already sold out, but we didn't knew it. And we stand in front of this venue. Yeah, and I saw it sold out, and I said to my father, shit, okay, shit, man. But Papa, that's his nightliner. Let's wait. When he comes out, I ask him if I can have a signature. Yeah. Then I have a signature, and then we can drive home. And he said, "Yeah, that's okay. That's my boy." Yeah. And we wait, and then he came out, and I was 11 years old. Okay. I walked up to Joe and I said, "Hello, Joe. My name is Sean. Can I have a signature, please?" And he, yeah. Do you have a piece of paper? I said, "No, I don't have anything with me." And she said, "Wait a minute." And he went back in the truck, and he came back with a piece of paper, and he asked, "What's your name?" And he wrote, "For Sean, you rock, Joe Bonamassa." Yeah. And then he asked me, "Do you have tickets for the show?" I said, "No, it's sold out." And he said, "Come with us." And then he took us with him and backstage, and we saw the whole show.
From the backstage.
From beside the stage.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was my first experience with Joe Bonamassa.
What club was it?
FZW. The old FZW.
The
old one.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore, but that's my experience with Joe. And
very nice, super.
And a year later I saw him at the Zeche Bochum, and he remembered me. And that was also very special. He said, "Yeah, I know you." And yes, and he did everything right. He took the blues and made the blues in a new modern way. Yeah, he sounds old school, but the songwriting is very modern. Yeah, and that's what here this. On my record, I have a tune called "Let Me Tell You," and I worked with this drop pedal. But
Yeah, modern.
modern heavy rock. Yeah.
So this is, what's the song called on the record?
That's "Let Me Tell You," the second song. Yeah.
Ah, see? Okay,
Yeah.
All on the New City by Sean Athens. This is, by the way, this is funny because when you came in the room, you said, "Can you give me the best Stevie Ray Vaughan sound?"
Yes.
Get
What?
this guitar,
Yeah.
plug this in, play exactly the same thing,
Yeah.
but with this guitar,
Okay.
and then
There's a treble.
can you go back to regular pitch?
Yes.
and not the drop?
Yeah, the drop. When you make it on, you have a little bit loss of treble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a little bit more latency.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we are on the vintage channel
Vintage
with
channel?
the boost on.
Yes.
The settings are pretty normal: bass on 3,
Yeah.
middle 5, treble 5. Okay. So if you play that, you have more or less a rocky sound, but blues rock. Okay. Can you play? And while you play, I switch to another cabinet.
Okay. Oh, there's one question. Can anyone recommend a good Joe Bonamassa album to start with? Yes, 2 albums. And the first one is You and Me
Okay.
from 2009. Very, very good album. And second one is, Had to Cry Today. Yeah. So Had to Cry Today and You and Me. Older ones. The first one is, I think, from 2005. And the second with the You and Me album is from 2009. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I saw this question.
Yeah.
and
Very
I saw it.
important. So if you play something and then I switch to another cabinet
Okay.
and
switch this on. This is like a tube screamer style of guitar. You get this
A little
nasally
bit more
sound. That's it.
For me,
Yes.
this switch to the other cabinet was a very important part. So if I go for the Black 410, which is my super reverb
Yes.
cabinet, I have more mids, I have a lot more Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I didn't change even the amp. The amp was the same. And the cabinet is so important. Just play the Stevie Ray Vaughan one more time, and I switch back so we hear the difference. One more time.
Yeah.
Okay.
More mids. But also you have this bite. Even with the 4x12, you have this, this top end bite, I think. Yeah, but that's this.
That is the mid punch.
That's right. Sorry. I stretched the things a little bit too hard.
Well, this guitar, when I took it back from the vacation, I put on new strings, so these are brand new strings.
Okay.
So that explains why it's getting out of tune.
So that's it. Wow. A little bit too much. That is fun. Yeah. Response of the strings through the amplifier is very cool. I have to check this through my Fat Cap.
Yep.
On the weekend when we play.
Cool. So there's one more thing talking about your songs that I would like people to understand. For instance, the riff of that song that we played on the video. Can you show the...
Yes. That's my Robert Johnson inspired lick. Because I like a slide guitar and I have a resonator guitar at home and I have it in open G.
And this is where the idea comes from.
And I like to play this with a slide then.
Yeah.
And then I had this idea of this lick, but I wanted to play it on my electric guitar, so I tried it this way. But I found out that I had not that much control over the A string.
Yeah.
And so I went back to the regular tuning. And I started with the middle. That's the whole song.
Yeah, but I like the way that you kind of use that steady beat with that syncopated accent.
Yeah.
And then make a song out of it. I mean,
I like this finger style.
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah.
This. This. And then you have, most of the time you have this steady bass on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe triads or the shuffle. It was very confusing for my brain. Very confusing.
I
because the thumb has to do this thing and the fingers are doing that, and that was so.
I have one thing which I still don't know.
It took me a few weeks.
This is the Nashville thing.
Yeah.
Which is, and then with the pick I go. So this is the thing. This is string octave. Also E.
Then D second fret.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next thing is a. Change to A. But I'm honest. I wish I could play this with other chords and stuff like this.
That's a little bit. I fake it a little bit, but I think the offbeats makes the sound.
Exactly.
Rolling. That's my thing. Last year I bought a triple O Martin triple O 18.
Yeah.
And a small size acoustic guitar, and I play this. I have this guitar in my hands. I play this fingerstyle. Thanks. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I see a few comments
okay.
here. So there is a cabinet in the next room. Yes, there is, but we can show. I'm the big fan of having a cabinet connected to an amp because of the impedance, the load to the amp. But if you play, I can disconnect that cabinet, and then the people can hear the difference. So can you? The volume will change. So there's a tiny difference. It's not the word, but it's something. I don't know how big it is for you, but that's the difference. So when I had the speaker cable unplugged, this is amp 1 into blue box, nothing else. What we listen to, and when this gray cable is plugged in, the 4x12 cabinet in the next room is making sound, which is not mic'd up. It's just giving a different load to the amp.
And the volume is a little bit lower when it's plugged in, yeah?
Yeah,
that's right?
Yeah, because there is a resistance and the amp is damped with the speaker, because the amp has to push the speaker, and therefore I have to compensate the volume. and I also compensate the blue box when I plug in here. So it's not exactly the same. I personally like a speaker connected more than a speaker not connected.
Me also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's that big of a difference.
Yeah.
You can decide.
Also, when I play with the in-ears, I always like to have a
speaker.
speaker cabinet. Yeah, behind me.
For
because
me,
you're pushing air.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and
So when you have problems with the in-ear, you can take one out, and then you have already also the sound of the cabinet in the room.
Yeah,
that's
totally agree.
But sometimes, not
Travis
everybody
picking
agrees
like
with
Tommy
it.
Emmanuel. Tommy Emmanuel is killer.
Oh yeah, there's a. I don't play it that often, so sorry.
So,
please be patient with me.
So at Larry, how do you know what a white? They all discuss my white Strat. You know, guys, I refuse to clean it because it doesn't make any sense anymore.
And it looks cool. It looks cool.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like my 66 mine is covered with nicotine. Yeah, mine is not covered with nicotine because I quit smoking before. I was still cleaning the guitar one more time before I quit smoking. So
yes,
it's just dirt. It's just sweat and the dirt that you pick up on stage. This is where the guitar lives.
Yes.
I love the cream-colored vintage strap. Cream? You mean this one, or
cream-colored? This one here,
or
this here?
Maybe this one, or this one, or whatever. Okay. So.
But I like the sound of these pickups, these 50s style pickups.
Yeah, there is something about it, and I actually don't know if these are the originals. I think.
Sound.
Yeah. Wangy.
Yeah.
You want to go back for yours?
Yeah.
I can hold it.
But maybe
Also.
And noisy.
The thing about there is some mids in this guitar which are kind of nice in a way. I don't know what it is, but
it's magic, I think. The combination of pickups and the wood and the neck makes this this sound.
Thomas, where did you get the 335 from? I bought that 335 when I was in my early 20s in Oldenburg, when I did a clinic at a music shop. It was sitting there.
Vintage guitar, Oldenburg?
Yeah, that was not the vintage shop, but some music shop. I think it was in Oldenburg, North Germany. And it was a good sounding guitar, so I picked it up and bought it. And I was lucky because now I know it's the real deal, good E335, and I didn't pay too much money for it. Wow. I paid some good money for it, but not too much. So, hey, we have another thing on the list.
On the list, yes.
Yeah, because let me open your CD.
Oh yeah, cool. It's all my artwork. I did it all by myself.
Can I get this?
Come on.
Like, yeah. This is what you did it all by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The whole layout, yes.
And where's this taken? This looks like an old steel plant, or
this was in Alabama.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this year. So
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah. And also back here. Oh no! This picture here, it's also taken in Alabama. Yeah. It's from
Oh, this was me. Yeah, but this is me. This is
He scratched it. No problem. Yeah. It's the photo is from 2017. Yeah, when we were in the USA, in the South States, in Memphis, Mississippi, and then we traveled to Master Shoals, Alabama.
Wow.
And early in the morning we did this photo session, and my band members, they were sleeping, and I was getting up very early to make these photos, because I said I'm only one time in the USA and I have to make this photo session. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very, and also. Yeah.
And by the way, here are some tracks. Make some comments.
Yes.
Where's no sound? Why? Hello.
Let me know what you think about these songs. These are snippets from my
Album.
From my album. Yeah.
So here we go. What was the song? The first?
The Ballad of the Gone was the title.
Okay, where is it?
It's an instrumental song, and I wrote it about, not 5 years ago, 3 years ago, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Next.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's this one?
Let me tell you, the second one, and this is my 3/4 and 4/4 song. I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
it's my Joe Bonamassa inspired song.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I think.
Next.
Next.
Just wanna say that I'm sorry for all the tears in your sleepless night.
6/8 or
Yeah, I never wanted to hurt you. Yeah, that's my blues ballad #1. Yes.
Okay, and then there's another one. Come on.
And it's so hard to walk the line when you say goodbye and you close this door. You look back into the past, oh, that little boy you were.
Yeah, that's when you say goodbye, and that was the first song I wrote for this album, and it's from my dad.
And there's is this like what is there two versions?
Yeah. One band version and one acoustic, because it's a very important song for me. Yes.
Okay.
We've been stuck into this situation for far too long, but it doesn't matter what will ever happen. This place will never be our home. It makes no sense to take root when nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's Breakaway, a song I wrote with Chris Kramer, a very steady rock song.
It's a rock song.
Yeah. With a chromatic riff in the beginning. The cool thing about it is this riff is in minor. With major. Yeah. It's very confusing for my piano player.
Yeah.
You say, what do you play there? You play minor? Huh? I play minor. No. This is an E major.
Yeah, but this is all good because between.
And I don't know why I did it, but it sounded good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So. Shuffle blues.
Traditional. Yeah. I had to make. Traditional blues.
It needs to be on album.
This car when you count to one and
Yeah, that's very cool, because this song is inspired by Philip Sayce. A few years ago, he had a song, and this song is called Spirit, and it started out with a. I heard it every day because, and that's the sound. Oh. Then I started to write this tune, and I had this. Philip Seyss inspired song.
Okay.
Brand New Day.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's go.
Yeah.
Hello.
You can stay, go down.
Okay, next.
I try to go my way.
Gary Moore. We
Yeah,
had a chord progression.
Yeah, it is.
But it's time for me to say, now, then I lie awake.
Yeah, and then
There's
when you say goodbye, acoustic. The acoustic.
okay.
version.
slide.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so this was album tracks, and then we have another thing, which is what are we gonna play on the weekend? So you have like 2 sets,
Yes,
and
right.
you will invite me as a guest.
The
on
first set is the whole album from the beginning to the end.
Okay.
Yes. And then you will come.
and then I will join in on a few of classics. I see stuff that
Yes.
Hoochie
Yeah,
Coochie
yeah,
Man, Smoke on the Water.
Yes.
Smoke on the Water, the forbidden
That was
song.
the forbidden song. That was I think that was a accident. We rehearsed 2 weeks ago, and my keyboard player, he played this Hammond sound, and he played this chord progression. I say, wait, okay, play this, and then I did this call and response thing,
Yeah.
and then I started with. We have to do this because you know this song.
Yeah, and
You're a Richie Blackmore fan, so
of course.
Yeah.
And I will always do a little of my version with it, because if you try to be too original with that song, it never wins. It always wins
yeah.
when you are kind of
When you make your own thing about
yeah,
it.
you have to do your thing with it.
Yeah.
And then it's killer.
It was cool. We jammed it at the rehearsal, and our drummer didn't play.
Yeah.
So he played.
Yeah.
But it was so cool
Yeah.
for this in this moment, and yeah, I think when we go on stage, we let it look like it's also an accident or not an accident.
I love
it's
accident.
spontaneous.
Yes.
And that's what that
Yeah.
was. We let it look like it's spontaneous.
And I
but-
think even Deep Purple, when they wrote that song, it was kind of a very spontaneous.
And he
moment.
Richie played on Vox AC30.
Yeah.
I didn't knew that.
Yeah. This is. Most people think from the live pictures that he was always playing the Marshalls
Yes,
a lot,
but that's-
in the studio, most of the early stuff is AC30. Sometimes with
Okay.
most of the time with the Marshall cabinet, but it was the AC30 electronics because of the ZAG and this kind of
Yes.
yeah very typical. Yeah, the thrill is gone in
Yes.
B minor, I guess.
No, A minor.
A minor. Okay.
I sing it. It's very.
Okay.
Let's go. Silent. Major chord. Yes.
Yeah.
On the list.
So Hey Joe.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
We
all
played a
in.
little bit different version of Hey Joe.
I
Don't
like.
start with. It's okay.
Yeah?
It's cool, but we start with a keyboard intro and then
Whatever.
I sing over it. And,
I like the spontaneous accidents, and
Yeah.
I'm good for that. Whatever happens, I can adjust,
Yes.
and we keep it fresh.
Cool, very cool.
I mean, we don't need to rehearse. It's like I'm just there, and then it will be
that's
fun.
right.
That's
That's
fine. The ballad of. Do I need to know anything about that song? Because that's one of your songs.
That's Ballad of a Gun is also the intro song. So we start here, the first set, with this song, and we end the whole concert with this song.
Okay, this is like a concept from classical music. It's called Rahmensymmetrische Einheit. This is in classical. Yeah, in the classical music composing, it is you do this kind of thing very often because they want that symmetrical. The end is like the beginning thing. So the
And what happens in between is
doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Some wild shit, but the beginning and the end remembers like this is the starting point. Now we are back to
Cool.
to ground zero.
What
Yeah, all good.
Little Wing,
Yeah.
Hoochie Man, Papa Ray.
Do I have to know anything about this?
Yes, Voodoo Child. You have to know a little bit about Voodoo Child because we don't play it in E, we play it in D.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a wah pedal with you? So you could play the intro?
I can do.
I don't have. I would put some wah pedal
I will
next to my board. But
I will play the Amp X. Maybe that's a challenge for me to get the wah working by. Well, it was working.
I can do it.
No. Let's have my challenge.
Okay.
So I have.
Then you play the intro.
Yeah, if it works, it used to work. Let me see if the amp is doing it tomorrow, and then if not, you can do it.
Yeah, I bring my
yeah.
wah pedal with me. So.
But I will play the Amp X as it is because it needs to be tested.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we don't do this thing here. Normally I do this Star Springer Banner thing at the end of Voodoo Child, yeah.
Whatever you like.
But we end this song. We don't make a ritardando or something like that. We only play them. The keyboard player plays the harmonics from the intro song. Yeah.
Okay, I'm all in. I'm all okay. Well, that's enough of preparation. The rest is
So we are
live.
well rehearsed.
Yeah,
Perfect.
this was the rehearsal, guys.
Yes.
This is how much we need to know for a good gig.
Any plans to come to southern Germany together?
Yeah, if we have no plans yet, but it's good that you ask.
Yeah.
So we keep
Maybe for the next year.
Yeah, keep our eyes open, and we will do whatever is possible because we like to play. That's the thing.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, but first, you guys have to check us out, and you have to check out the new album from Sean.
Time.
Yeah. Where can you get it? On the usual platforms?
On all streaming platforms,
Yeah.
Deezer, Spotify, Apple Music, and also on Amazon, JPC, JPC, Saturn, MediaMarkt, on all platforms, and on Time Zone Music.
Oh my God, you are everywhere.
We are everywhere. Yes.
Super cool.
Yes.
So, I think this was a quite long episode. I don't know how many hours we did, but it feels like it was the regular 2 hours.
10:30.
Not right. Okay. I haven't done a real live stream in ages for some reason, but it felt great. Hey, I'm excited because I know it will be fun.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I think this will be a good one. You will have that guitar, and what else will you bring for the gig?
Oh, yeah, this guitar and my Gregor guitar Strat. My
yeah.
gold Strat with
Yeah.
the humbucker and
Yeah.
the P19 bridge and the reversed headstock. yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And that
These are-
pedalboard,
And that pedal.
board,
This
and
pedalboard,
a
yeah.
fat cap.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
And a nano cap. On
yeah.
top of a fat cap. Because it looks cooler.
And it sounds actually good.
Yes, because you have this low end from the fat cap and then a little bit more high end top
And
end.
mids
from the
yeah. They complement
from the
each
nano
other
cap.
quite nicely. Talking about cabinets, I always forgot.
in parallel.
Yeah, I
then
always
the
forgot.
60 ones.
We have received our last cabinet shipment just recently because we were sold out for a while, and now we have nano caps and fat caps back.
And
in
twin
stock.
caps?
Not.
I'm looking forward to.
I have 2 used ones,
Okay.
but not even. I have one here.
Maybe for the weekend to test it.
I can borrow it for
Okay.
and then you can
Would
test
like
it.
to- I would
Yeah.
like to test it.
Yeah, you will be fucking
Because
loud.
I think about it a long time now.
Yeah,
If I have to, if
Yeah,
I should buy one. Or
yeah. But let's check it. I mean, first
Or
thing,
maybe a second fat cap. That's the. These are my 2
choices.
choices. Yeah.
The thing is, I will bring my fat cap anyway, and I can maybe give you the twin cap tomorrow, and then you can bring it, and then you can test both things: 2 fat caps or a twin cap, or you stay with this, whatever. We can make
Okay.
any combination.
Cool. Thank you.
Talking about combinations for the guys here in our European online shop or at BluGuitar, www.bluguitar.com, we have offer a little special bundle thing. That's something that Valeska, our new girl, does. She's handling the sales. She always comes up with specials. Like we have to do this kind of special bundle action here. And there is a BMNENC24. She came up with that beautiful name, which is the bundle of a Mercury nano cap and cable. So you can get that from the store for that special price of $11.99. And then there is a Mercury fat cap bundle for $12.99, and there is a Iridium nano cap bundle for $12.99, and Iridium and fat cap bundle and cable for $13.29. So this is my official advertisement. That's done. So I've done my duties for the companies. The rest was fun to do.
All good products. I have them all.
Thanks. I mean, you are playing the M1 for how many years now?
Since 2016 now.
Yeah. Okay. And
This
that's
was the time when we first met.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
quite some years.
I love this amp. So I have lots of amps at home. I have an Engel Retro Tube.
Yeah. Also
2
nice
channel
amp,
with 2 gain stages. I have an old 77 JMP and a Marshall DSL 100, JCM 900, and lots of amps at home. But this is my
the amp that you
one to go.
Yeah.
This
Use
is
a
my
lot
amp.
or
I
the
love
most,
it because
yeah.
I can get every sound out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, Hardy O says the combination of nano cap and fat cap is great because this is what you're using.
Yeah.
I like that too. Yeah. Hooray for Valeska! Okay, yeah, I will send her the hooray tomorrow.
Hooray back.
Yeah, hooray back. Hey, thanks, and we will see each other very soon.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much.
I think in 2 days it's
Yeah,
already. It's
on
only
Friday,
one.
yeah.
It's only one day to get my MX together.
Okay.
Working.
With a Wawa pedal.
Wawa pedal.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
See you guys all same time, same place, live here next week. I have no clue what I'm doing, but it will be exciting. So I'm totally relaxed from the vacation, so I come up with fresh ideas. And thanks for joining in again.
Thank you very much.
And we all see you on stage. Maybe we have a
Was a
few
pleasure.
pictures that I can
think
show
so. I think
next
so.
week
Yeah.
from what will happen.
Maybe we can film a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I always
So we
have
have
to
some sequences to show here.
show you what's going
Yeah.
on.
Cool.
Okay, take care, guys. See you soon.
Have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Bye bye.